Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Caitlin. I am a micro-influencer that is currently living in Hawaii. I wanted to go over my personal 10 tips and tricks to either help jumpstart your social media career if it is something that you have been wanting to do for a while, just give you some outlook from my perspective, and hopefully to just be able to help you get out there and start micro-influencing, content creating, whatever it is you're wanting to do. So I'm just going to jump right in. And of course, before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Also, I wanted to point out these are all my personal thoughts, opinions, tips. This is just information that has worked for me. So for the first tip, I would definitely suggest sitting down and figuring out what your niche is gonna be. So for example, my current niche, honestly, it's so difficult to just narrow it down. I feel as if there are so many ways that you could go about it. You just have to find the one that's going to be, one, fitting for you, two, something that you're going to genuinely love posting and talking about, and three, filming that content. Because if you're filming stuff that you absolutely hate, you're gonna end up hating your content creating career. So definitely sit down and figure out, okay, what is something that I genuinely love and something that makes me different from all of the other micro-influencers out there. That is also something that I am currently struggling with as well when it comes to finding a niche. I say that I'm like a fashion lifestyle type of blogger, but in reality, there are so many other micro-influencers out there that are fashion and lifestyle. So I am trying to navigate myself in a different direction. But again, you just have to figure out what's going to work for you. So that is one of the biggest things that you would need to figure out before getting started with this. For my second tip, kind of informative information, I guess you could say, it is going to take time. I want to say I started taking it more seriously in May of this year, just with posting more, interacting more, just being more active all in all. But I have definitely grown from the summertime. So just know, depending on how serious you are about it, it could take time. You could grow a lot faster than others. You could grow a lot slower. The algorithm is constantly changing too, so that is also like a con to content creating. Instagram is wanting to be more like TikTok, so they're pushing out more videos and reels to people. It's starting to become less of a picture sharing app and becoming more of a video sharing app. So that is also something to keep in mind of. Just trying to create like reels and videos and stuff like that. So that is also just another little tip for you in this second step. Okay, moving on to number 3. This one is very important and it ties in with some of the other tips as well. Watch out for bot accounts. These are going to get you. I know they got me when I first started this journey. When you start using hashtags and stuff on your posts, which I will get into later in the video, you're going to start seeing these brand accounts start to comment on your posts. For example, I will just like put one right here. Anyone that comments saying beauty, collab with us, DM at Crescent Treasures or something like that, that's a brand that I would see all the time. And this is something that you need to watch out for because it is a scam. They are going to scam you, and I fell for this. Trust me, like, it sounds too good to be true sometimes. And then another key thing to look out for when these brands reach out to you, they're going to be like, oh, okay, so we'll send you these free products. You'll just have to pay for shipping. If a brand wants to collaborate with you, they're not going to have you pay for anything. If it's going to be an exchange, it's going to be an exchange of product for a Instagram story, a post, whatever you may be doing with that brand. But they're never gonna ask you to pay for anything. So that's where I kind of got screwed over because I didn't know. And I reached out to this brand that DM'd me, was like, hey girly, like we love you. You know, let us send you these like pieces of jewelry, just you'll have to pay for shipping, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. Saves me some money not having to pay for like all this product. And they're like, okay, it's gonna take probably 30 to 60 days for it to ship. So that's where I already got a red flag. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, maybe because I live in Hawaii, it's gonna take longer. Never ended up getting the product. So long story short, just watch out for bot accounts. I'll put some more examples up here just so you guys know and are informed. So whenever you are starting your journey, please make sure that you block all of these accounts. And if you already have these accounts that follow you, go and block them now because they are not going to help with your engagement whatsoever. Okay, so tip number 4, follow and engage with accounts that share the same interests as you. So this is one, going to help your following, it's going to help you gain followers, and it's also going to help with your engagement, which kind of ties in with tip number 5, so I can just kind of talk about both of them. So alongside more of tip number 4, just following and engaging with other accounts, one just kind of gets you out there. It's always nice too to meet other people that just have the same similarities as you. I've met some incredible people that I hope to be able to still call friends for life. As cheesy as this sounds, this platform has allowed me to collaborate and meet with so many incredible, driven women. So it's just really empowering and fun to be able to engage with accounts like that. So that is tip number 4. And then for number 5, your followers are not your biggest priority. Your biggest priority needs to be engagement. So like I said in the beginning, the algorithm is constantly changing. You might see that someone has 10, 11,000 followers, but how do we know how their engagement is? Engagement is what's going to help push your product, your posts out there more. And that's what's going to help you gain a true and actual following. It all boils down to how many likes you're getting on your posts, how many comments are people putting on your posts, are people saving your posts, sharing them, all of the above. That is what is going to help you grow that following, because the more people that engage with you, the more that your stuff may get put on the explore page. So that is tip number 4 and 5. So moving on to number 6, make sure that you are going through your followers and finding any bot accounts to remove, block, whatever the case may be. I would say on average, and this isn't a big number, I would say I maybe average 7 to 15 new followers on a day-to-day basis, so really not a lot. Half of those tend to be sugar daddy accounts, so fake men trying to DM me saying that they want to send me money. Immediately block. I don't care. You block because it's weird and not real. So there's that. Again, circling back, any of those brand accounts that reach out to you saying that they want to collaborate, those automatically blocked. And sometimes too, I would just go through my followers and just delete any person that I know hasn't engaged with my posts in months or doesn't look at any of my stories. Even if they are following me and even if I know them, sadly, I do delete them because it does mess with my engagement. So people that I may have met in high school, I have had to delete, or like acquaintances that I know I've had to delete because again, it doesn't help with my engagement. So that does kind of suck. It hurts a little bit, but I promise you it's going to help you in the end so much. So definitely make sure you're going through and deleting any random spam accounts on a weekly or daily basis. Okay, so for number 7, I would definitely suggest, if you are not already on any other social media platform, to get on there. I have seen a lot of my following come from TikTok, so I am very active on TikTok, of course YouTube. Since Instagram and TikTok kind of correlate with each other, it is very common to see influencers posting what they may have had on Instagram Reels for the day be posted to TikTok, and sometimes it'll blow up better on TikTok than on Instagram, but they're getting all of that engagement from TikTok and it's transcending into their Instagram. So I've seen a lot of personal friends and influencer friends of mine grow a huge following from that. So I would definitely recommend looking into exposing yourself on multiple different social media accounts to help you grow as a content creator. So for tip number 8, I would suggest posting 5 to 10. I know that kind of seems like a lot, but trust me, you're going to want to do it. Post at least 5 to 10 Instagram stories per day. And the first one, the algorithm does say that it needs to show your face, but it really doesn't. It doesn't affect your engagement either way if you decide to show your face in your first story of the day or not. I always try to at least like get a selfie or something in there with like a little poll to kind of help my followers engage with my stuff at some point throughout the day. But definitely use polls to your advantage. Just, it again helps with your engagement, which is what content creating is all about. It's circled around. That is something that you could take as an example, doing like this or that type of polls. Like if you're going to work out, for example, you could put a poll on there saying like, are you moving your body today? Yes or no? Just stuff for people to look at and engage with. And like I said, make sure that it is at least 5 to 10 stories per day. Alrighty, you guys, so for number 9, these last 2 are probably going to be 2 of the most essential tips, tricks for you to use. For this one, it is after you have posted your post for the day, I definitely suggest waiting at least 15 to 30 minutes before you decide to log off or get off of the app, because this is going to ruin your engagement. And the reason I say this is because say you posted something and you just log off. People are gonna be like, okay, she posted, but like we're commenting, we're engaging. Why isn't she engaging back with us? That's kind of weird. So you want to take at least the first 15 minutes to engage with your followers. Make sure that you're commenting back, and make sure that whenever you are doing this is just another little tip. Be sure that when you're engaging, it needs to be at least 4 words or it will not count, as Instagram says. So make sure that you're at least responding with 4 words. I have been slacking at this lately, if I'm being completely honest. So I should probably listen to my own advice. Learn from my mistake. I have done this before and I have lost tons of followers because of it. And it took me a little bit to work that back up, but I did it. And I will never make that same mistake again. So be sure that you are at least taking the 15 to 30 minutes to engage with your followers on your posts, and then make sure as well throughout that time frame you're going through your feed for the day and engaging with your followers as well. And for the 10th and final tip and trick, you guys, just have fun with it. You know, make sure that you are loving what you're doing at the end of the day. This is something that you shouldn't take too seriously. It shouldn't be something that stresses you out, which definitely has for me before, which is why I have decided to kind of step back, because I have realized that whatever I was doing, it just wasn't working for me. But now I have found what has worked for me and allows me to still enjoy it even though I'm not doing it full time. This experience has also helped me build confidence so much within myself. Just being surrounded by the community of women that follow me and support me has just been so exceptional. It should be something that you love, something that you genuinely enjoy doing. Do you at the end of the day. There's probably going to be people that are going to have their say and tell you that you shouldn't do this, or like you're not fit to do this type of thing. Like, I'm sure that I've had people say that behind my back. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna do what I love and what makes me happy. So whatever anyone else has to say, I could really care less. So that is where I'm gonna end this at. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was really informative and hopefully helps build your confidence to want to jumpstart this path. I am so excited. If you are watching this and you are a new and upcoming influencer, I would of course love to follow and support you. So I am going to put my Instagram up here, and it is always in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.